everyone. Welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is our Wednesday night live. It is July 26th, and I think tonight we're going to have some fun playing with some scrapbook stuff. So, what I'll do is type our welcomes in, I'll bring it down to the desk, and we will go ahead and get started, because this one might take a minute. Alrighty, there we are. There's our welcomes. And feel free to chat in the chat. I promise I don't bite, especially not over the internet. So, I'm going to bring it down to the desk and kind of give you an example, a little bit of what I did here, and then we'll continue on. Hopefully, okay, I don't want to make it dizzy, but I want to get you down here so you can see. There we are. Okay, so with this one, I've got things kind of laid out, but I haven't really stuck anything down except for the two little papers here. So all the embellishments are ones I made today on Embellish With Us Wednesday. But we're going to move these kind of aside for the minute, and I'm going to move these a minute. So what I did here was I just took this pair of decorative edge scissors that have like a zigzaggy stitch, and I cut the edge on one side of each of these papers. And I put one edge this way, one edge this way. That way it just gives us the feel of the edge, but we don't have to cover anything up. Now I am using wet glue tonight because I kind of oopsied and ran out of my double-sided tape. So I don't have any double-sided tape or tape runners. So we're going to use some wet glue. We're going to put some stuff down, and we're going to get things in order. These are going to be my photo mats, but I do want to put a title across the top of the page there. So I'll bring the page down just a little bit so I can work with it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the stickers because I've got these stickers and I haven't used them. So I thought I'd start with these and see how far I can get with my title that I want to do. So we're going to just I can get all of these off here the right way. Okay. F-A-L-L. Another L. Where's another L? L-L-L. L-L-L. Okay, there we go. There's our first word, just says fall, and that's cool. We don't want a ton of words on here, just some. And then we're going to go, if I can find the right letters. You.
Put anything in them drawers in that desk? No?
I don't think I did.
Oh, yeah. Whatever was in it came over in it. So.
V. H. No, not that one, this one. Okay, so all I'm going to spell out here is fall vibes. V-I. Where's the B? Where's the B? B, there we go. B. Okay. E. E is okay. And then S, which is not on this paper, so we're going to go back over here to our other one. And we're going to use that S because it works. All right, so here's our Fall Vibes title, which is all I really wanted to put up there. We don't really need anything else. And now we can start putting our photo mats down. And like I said, I am using wet glue tonight because I ran out of my double-sided tape, and I also ran out of my tape runners. Yes, I know, I'm a very bad person for doing such, but gee whiz, if I can get my glue to work, I'm going to use anyway. This is a quick dry glue, so I'm not too worried about it, with the scrapbook page. So we will do this just so. Now, I'm not going to be putting pictures on this tonight because I don't have the pictures for this one yet. but we will be putting pictures on it later. I just want to get this ready, and then I don't have to worry about having it ready later. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on it and get it ready. Okay. There and there. Okay, so that is kind of where I want it. Now I can come back in and put the few embellishments that I have ready. And I just put double-sided tape on the back of these. This was a stamped image that I colored in and then put up on cardboard, so it would be a thicker one. And then I've got the double-sided, or the foam tape, on the back, so that it will be a little bit more popped up than what the photo boxes are. And we're just going to remove the foam tape from the back, and we're going to come right here and gently place it down. And I did that same thing. This was a stamp, colored it up, popped it up on some cardboard, and now I've got foam tape on the back, and I'm going to pop it down up here as well. So there we go. And then we're going to pop this right up here like this. And then I've got this little scarecrow that I made today. All these I made today. And this is also popped up on some foam tape. And we're going to just remove the backing. Maybe. And then we're going to put this guy in place as well. And for him, I kind of thought he could go right here. I just really liked that guy there. And that is our first side of our page done. And you don't have to use a lot of glue to do this. I'm kind of getting a little heavy with some of mine, I think. But it's all right. And then we're going to move over and we're going to let this guy dry. And we're going to move over and do it. Okay, so we have a lot of things on this page. And a lot of it is on foam tape for the embellishment parts. The word vibes is already down in place. And we're going to move all this stuff so I can get it in place now. Again, wet glue. So we're going to go ahead and come in and we're going to put our wet glue down here. Come up the sides. Down the middle. I just want to put enough to kind of keep it steady. I don't really know, it doesn't have to have a lot. So, and we just kind of try to line it up the best we can with the edge of our page. It doesn't have to go all the way to the top or the bottom. This can be shorter, and that's fine. Now we're going to do our next one. And these also do not have to be straight. That's part of the joy of using the decorative scissor, is it doesn't have to be straight, and it'll still look just fine. So we're going to go ahead and get this one. We'll get it put in place here. And one thing about wet glue that versus like the tape or the tape runners is I do have a little bit of time, and I do say a little bit, that I can maneuver things around if they're not exactly how I would want them. So there's that. Now we're going to come in and we're going to put our journaling card down next, which is going to sit right there, I think. I think I like it right there. So we're going to go ahead and get our glue on it. And this will show you you don't have to necessarily take, a lot of time and do this. You can actually pick your colors and then put it together fairly quickly. The drying time will be what takes the time with this because I did use wet glue. But I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, it can sit here and dry overnight, and that'll be just fine. So let me get my other ones here, and we will get these over here. All right. And again, wet glue on the back of these to put them in place. going to kind of put this one right up underneath the word vibes here. Make sure it's kind of pressed down. And there we are with that. I think it looks quite nice there. Now we're going to go ahead and do the back of our red piece. Okay. And now this red one is kind of going to overlap my journaling box, and that's all right. I don't mind that, because we're going to take it almost to the bottom edge of the page, and we're going to press it in place like so. And again, I've got some cute little embellishments here, and I've got some foam tape on the back, and we're just going to put them in place where they would kind of tend to go. So I'm going to get started with that. Okay, we've got our, whoop, not do that. We've got our little basket that I think we're going to put up here. It's on foam tape, and that's a die set that I have. Then we've got our little scarecrow, and we're going to get him undone here. And we're going to hopefully, there we go, get him put in place. All right, I kind of thought he'd be pretty here between these guys again. And then we've got another one of the pumpkins with foam tape on it as well. And we're going to get it undone. And we're going to come over here. And I think I'm actually going to do there, right there. Okay. And that is all the embellishments we're going to use. Now, it is, like I said, going to take some drying time because we used wet glue. And when you use wet glue, you want to give ample time for drying. So obviously read your glue and see what it tells you. This is a fast drying, so I know by tomorrow morning this will be good to go. So that's all right. We're good with that. And all I did tonight to make these was just picked out some pattern papers that I had sitting in my stash. I didn't go get anything new. These two items were stamps. This one and the basket are dies that I have. And I'm just using what I have here at the house. The letters have been letters that have been sitting here for a minute, and I wanted to go ahead and get them used up. So now we can move this back around so that the second page is over in the second area, and the first page is over here. And when you read our title, it makes sense. Fall Vibes. And I think that this will make a nice layout for pictures for later this year. And honestly, this just goes to show you can take a bunch of DSP and make beautiful layouts. You don't have to always have just cardstock. Now, I did use cardstock to print out my stamps, and I used cardstock to cut out my embellishments. However, the dotted papers here are DSP, the stripe and the grainy paper here is DSP, as well as the background papers are DSP. And all I did for these little side pieces is I took a pair of decorative edge scissors and I went up and this side and up this side, and I cut it and then turned them back to back. So it wasn't really hard. I mean, none of this was really that hard. It was a little time consuming, but it wasn't hard. And for the stickers, they were just stickers that I had, and you could have used any kind. So I think this turned out really cute. I think once the page is completely done, that it's dried, and we've got all of the pictures on everything, I think this will be beautiful in the scrapbooks. And I think that it will give us a new way that we can show off our pictures. Because there's not a ton, if you've noticed, I didn't put a ton of embellishments on this one. I just kind of put its title and I gave it some space. And I think that that's kind of pretty that way. You could use them in kits if you, and like sell the kits or give the kit to a friend to make. These could be some real fun things. Or you could have kids color these little things up, the stamps up, and then back them on the cardboard, and then they could put them on a card and give them to mom or dad. These are all fun things you could do, and you don't have to do a scrapbook page like I did. You could definitely do lots of different things. As a matter of fact, I have a few extras that I may end up doing with some cards or something. We'll have to see. But I think this will come in handy. I really do. I know we plan to do some fall walks and stuff and get some pictures. So I think this will come in quite handy. And it didn't take too long. I mean, I think maybe it took me an hour, maybe two, to do all the embellishments. Of course, I made 6 of these, 2 of these, and 3 of these. So, and the basket I made 2 of when I made those. But I think that this is a fun way for you to play with different types of paper, different feels of paper, like the cardstock being heavier, the DSP being lighter. And you can use a lot of what you have in your stash, and you don't have to run out and buy something new. And that, I think, is also helpful, especially right now. So I hope that this will make you think about things, and I hope it'll give you some ideas, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, my friends, I'm going to bring you up. Hopefully I didn't make you sick or dizzy. As always, my friends, remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are loved. If someone says otherwise, it is false. Please, please, please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind. Kindness is such an easy thing to give and do, and it can make people's day a lot better because everybody seems to go through something, and we never know. So a kind word could make someone's day. Stay safe because the world's crazy. So let's not add to it. And hug your loved ones. It's good for them. It's good for you. It's medically proven. And who knows? Tomorrow they won't be able to hug you because they'll be too busy. So give your loved ones a hug. Thank you for spending part of your evening with me. I hope you enjoyed our scrapbook page layout here. I do hope it gave you ideas. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment box below, and I'll answer it as fast as I possibly can. And until next time, thank you again so very much, and have a great evening.